guys, Lauren Losing here for my week 119 update from vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery, which I had on August 21st, 2013 at Massachusetts General Hospital with Dr. Denise G. My first appointment at the weight center, I was 269 pounds. Day of surgery, I was 245.5. Last time I came to you, I was 139, and I have not weighed myself since then. So I'm going to assume that I'm around 139, 140. My eating has been good. I still have not been working out. I'll get into that. And yeah, once my diet ended, I didn't fall. I have a weird spiky hair going on here. I didn't fall off and start eating everything in sight, and so I would expect that I am around the same weight. I didn't continue, I purposely actually did not continue with my momentum from the diet bet because I'm starting another diet bet, and I really didn't want to. You can run a diet bet and not join it, but I really wanted to join it and not just run it. And if my weigh-in was like 136 or something, I think I would have a very hard time hitting my 4% goal in 4 weeks. So let's just, I guess, I'll start with the information about the new diet bet. So the new diet bet starts this Friday, December 4th. People were asking me questions on Facebook about it. They said that they really couldn't find information through my link. You can't really find information about how a diet bet works. I know I've explained it several times through the link to the game, but if you just go to the general website, it does explain, they have two different kinds of games. They have the 4% 4-week jumpstart program, I think is what they call it, and then they have the 10% 6-month transformer program. So mine is going to be a 4-week 4%. So you have 4 weeks to lose 4% of your body weight. There's a initial weigh-in and an end weight where you have to submit pictures at the beginning of you standing on the scale in what they call airport attire. So basically, not in your underwear. I wear shorts. I wear shorts and a tank top every time, or shorts and a light t-shirt, and that's fine. And then they also have you take a picture of you standing on the scale with your weight on there, and you have to write down a code word. So there's a whole verification process of your weigh-in. So yeah, I decided to keep it at $35 for the buy-in. I really wanted it to be $50, but I didn't want it to deter people who need to spend money for presents during the holidays. Obviously, this is where my cheesiness comes in. Spending money on you and your health is just as important, but I did want to keep the buy-in more affordable so that I know that this is going to be a much smaller diet bet, and I wanted more people to feel like they could join. So it ends on New Year's Eve. Technically, that's what they say that it ends on, but you have until, so you don't submit your weight until January 1st. But you have until January 2nd, which I believe is a Saturday. I don't know if it's a Saturday or a Sunday. You have until January 2nd, 11:59 Pacific Standard Time, 11:59 p.m. So you have a full 48 hours to weigh in. So I think I'm going to do a video in a couple weeks of strategies on how to win a diet bet, especially over the holidays. Maybe I'll do that next week or at the end of this week, but not in this video. So yeah, I will put in the description box of this video a link to the diet bet. So I would love it if you would join. Someone did bring up a good point that I wasn't aware of before. So in the rules, it just states that you can't have bariatric surgery during the diet bet. Someone, I guess, sent diet bet support team, like the customer support, clarifying a little bit more, and they say that you can't have you have to be more than 6 months post-op for the diet bet. I don't promote cheating at all, but honestly, if you already had your surgery and you're within 6 months post-op, I have no problem with you signing up. And if you just want to keep it kind of hush-hush and not announce it, I think the only way for someone to disqualify you would be to report you. If you're talking about, if you're talking about on that website, I'm 3 months out from surgery, I got this in the bag. Like I said, I don't promote people cheating, but I don't view that as cheating, but whatever. Someone did mention, though, that if you lose more than 12% of your weight, which is more than 3 times, I mean, that's a lot of fucking weight to lose. I wouldn't expect anyone more than 1 month post-op to be losing 12% of their weight in 4 weeks. Obviously, depending on your starting weight, but if you lose more than 12% of your weight in those 4 weeks, you are disqualified, because obviously they are assuming that you are one, just going to extreme unhealthy lengths, or that you had bariatric surgery very, very soon to your the beginning of the diet bet. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it about the diet bet. What's been going on for me? Well, I celebrated, I don't remember if I mentioned this in my last video. I don't think I did. I celebrated hitting, maybe I wasn't 139 pounds in my last video. I think I was 140. Sorry, I'm messing up. Give me 1 second. I think I need to caffeinate. Okay. So I think it was exactly a week ago that I hit 139 pounds, because I was 140 for my weigh-in for my diet bet, or 140.5 or something like that. So I hit 139 pounds last Monday, and I celebrated being back in the 130s by making several doctor's appointments, but 2 of them were for consultations for plastic surgery. I am very excited about the prospect of plastic surgery, but I'm not nervous about the surgery. I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to have it when I want it. I have a family vacation to Disney World the second week of April, I believe. No, it's the first week of April, because we're going to be down there for my sister's birthday. So the first week of April. My consultations are not until the end of December and the second week of January. So I would technically, I think, have to have my surgery like the first week of February in order to be okay enough to go on that vacation. I wouldn't be able to have my surgery directly after my vacation, because I am now 99% committed to be going to WSFA. The reason for that is because I was asked to be on a speaking panel at WSFA about YouTube, and basically the support that you get through YouTube. And there's a bunch of other fabulous people on it. Liz Kilpatrick, Finding Elizabeth. I always forget people's YouTube names because I'm much more active on Facebook now than I am on YouTube. But she is going to be moderating the panel, and other people who are going to be on it are Lindsay, Fly Girl VSG, Phil from Fat Kings Phil, Tanya VSG, Tanya 2011. I always forget Tanya's name on YouTube. The Mahonies, so Jennifer Mahoney and Kevin Mahoney, Gastric Tiger. I think I have everyone. So it's a nice mix of RNY and VSG. It's a nice mix of males and females. Any people anywhere from like 2 to 4 years post-op or something. So it's going to be a nice mix of people. And I really wanted to go to WSFA in Nashville anyway. But when Liz asked me to be a part of that, I was very honored for her to ask me, and that kind of cemented that. Obviously, I could have said no to her, but I really would like to be a part of that. So I'm doing everything in my power to go. So I'm on a long tangent about how I called and made consultations for plastics. Basically, I'm gonna see, I'm gonna have my consultations and talk to them about my options, and obviously try to figure out the best time to have them. The reason I wanted to have them done in the winter is because one, it's very probable that I will have to split this up into 2 different surgeries. So I wanted to have one of my surgeries in the winter. Obviously, if I am splitting it up into 2 different surgeries, the recovery time should be a little bit less. So I don't know why I'm not. You guys watched my videos before, right? So you know that I'm not very organized in the way I go through them. So let me go over how I found these doctors and what I'm thinking that I want and all that stuff. So I'm sorry if this video ends up being long. You guys know that my videos can be long, but this is going to be mainly talking about plastics, I guess. I was thinking about doing a completely separate video, but I'll get into basically right now. Obviously, it's before my consultation, so I'll get into what I'm thinking now, and then after I have both of my consultations, because they're only 2 weeks apart, I will do, an overview and basically what I went into those consultations thinking, what I discussed with the doctors, and then what my plans are. So one of the doctors had been recommended to me from my VSG surgeon. It is a doctor who I know that Jen RNY for me had a consultation with, I think over a year ago. Maybe it was more like a year ago, and she did not have a positive consultation with her. Not because she's not a skilled surgeon, but she just had I think the beginning of her appointment was, before she even went into the surgeon, was a little negative. And you guys can go look at Jen's channel if you want. Jen's actually going to be having her plastic surgery in like a week, and she's been saying that she needs to do an update video, and I'm pretty close to threatening her until she does make one. So you guys can feel free to do that too. So like I said, one of the surgeons I found as a referral from my VSG surgeon, she is also at Mass General, and she specializes in body contouring after massive weight loss. So I really want to see her because of that, because she does work closely with the weight center, and because this is what she does. I obviously would like a surgeon who is personable and, wants to specialize things to my needs and has good bedside manner and all the things that you look for in a doctor. But I also want someone who knows their shit. And if I were to pick between the two, I would pick the person who knows their shit. When it comes to plastics, that's pretty fucking important. So that is the reason why I chose to have a consultation with her. And then another doctor I basically found by doing searches online, searching for best plastic surgeons in Boston. Boston Magazine actually just came out with their top doctors of 2015. So I might be looking through that as well and booking a third consultation. We'll see. But I did a search online of the best plastic surgeons in Boston, and I looked through several websites, and I looked through people's before and after pictures, and there were some doctors that I saw lots of before and afters, and I was not happy with what I saw. And then there were other people that I were. So I made my second consultation with a doctor out of he has an office in Boston, but he actually does the surgeries out of Emerson Hospital in Concord, which I was going into this kind of thinking that I would either want my plastic surgery at a major hospital or a surgical center and not like a small suburban hospital. This is not a tiny hospital, and so I'm trying to go up into this with an open mind. Also, when I worked at Newton Wellesley Hospital, these names aren't going to mean people to anyone outside of Massachusetts, but so Newton Wellesley Hospital is affiliated with Mass General and Brigham and Women's, and it's all part of a partners system of hospitals. They also had a surgeon when I worked on the pediatric unit when I was in school. We had a plastic surgeon who always booked her patients for our floor because the pediatric unit was the only unit that had private rooms. So I completely forget her name, but I'm thinking of looking into her as well. So that's how I picked the plastic surgeons to have the consults with. I'm going into these consults open-minded, but also pretty sure that I know what I want. Obviously, they are the experts, and I'm going to take their suggestions not just into consideration, but I'm going to listen to pretty much exactly what they say, unless they have a completely different vision for me than I do. So what I'm looking to get done, I am pretty sure that I want a 360 lower body lift. It's possible that I will just need an extended tummy tuck and not all the way around. That would actually save my back tattoo, which would be pretty sweet. But I'm not concerned about any of my tattoos at all. I know great tattoo artists who will be able to fix anything that is partially cut off. And also, my tattoos that I have on my hips, I was planning on getting covered anyway, so that'd be great if they were just completely removed. And my tattoo on my back, while I really love it, it was not executed the best. My star tattoo has I can't speak. He tattooed me way too deep, and it's actually scarred, so it's raised. And then the Italian wording underneath it is not straight. So that bugs the shit out of me. So, if we could just knock out my bad tattoos and have skin removed, then, win-win. So anyway, I'm thinking I need a 360 lower body lift because I do have, some bum sagging and some outer thigh sagging. I definitely have inner thigh sagging too, but I'm don't think it's bad enough for me to get a thigh lift, honestly. I'm thinking that I might get some lipo in my inner thighs, but we'll see. Like I said, this is all stuff that I'm gonna have to talk about during my consultation. So if I do have a lower body lift, and probably even if I have an extended tummy tuck, I would definitely have that with liposuction. Some people don't realize that unless you literally have like thin flappy skin to be removed on your stomach, your tummy tuck comes with liposuction, and that most people get liposuction when they have a tummy tuck. I don't think enough people are open enough about their plastic surgery, and I think that should be explained, that you want to have a smooth transition where your incision is, and for that to happen there's liposuction that needs to happen. So that, I was just thinking if I wanted to get into something else, but I'll get in my purely plastic surgery videos, I'll get into something else that's much more private, if you get what I'm saying. So liposuction, and fat transfer basically into my butt. So that is the technical term for it, is a Brazilian butt lift. That's the procedure, but that is basically just lipoing fat from other areas and injecting it into your butt. I have a pretty nice butt in jeans, but out of jeans I don't. And I would like one, and I definitely don't want butt implants. That is a big no for me. But I would like fat removed from other places and placed there. So that's the lower body stuff that I'm looking at. And then upper body, I want my arms done. So I want a brachioplasty, which is a arm lift, and then I'm also going to need lipo from my arms, because I do definitely still have a good amount of fat in there. So I would like an extended one that goes down here, because I get I have loose skin and fat that goes over my bra line that really bothers me. So I would like that done for my arms. And then for my breasts, I would like a breast lift with augmentation. I'm like 95 to 99% about that augmentation part. Obviously, I'm going to take into consideration what they say my breast size would be with just the lift, but I really feel like I've lost so much fullness. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with, if I had a lift, I would probably be like a 32 or 34 C or D. And to a lot of people, that's like a great size. But I think you ladies who have large chests might understand that I am used to having a larger chest. And yes, there are, hashtag big boob issues and stuff like that. But I would like some fullness back in my boobs, basically. Not going for anything crazy, but I would like them to sit up, and I would like them to be nice. So that's basically what I'm thinking for plastics. And yeah, I'm not really going to have much more information until I have the consults. And I'll do, another skin flick and stuff when I'm actually going to be having surgery. And I'll update you on all of that. So this is a really long video, but I'm going to go into a little bit of what my plan is basically for I'm not going to go into my whole plan because that would be long, and I'll update you as the weeks come, but I'll go into a little bit of my plan for doing my diet bet over the holidays. I am getting back to the gym today. The daylight savings and getting dark early has affected me a lot more this year than it usually does. Not in a depression way. I don't get seasonal affective disorder. That's when people get depressed, during the winter, when it's, get dark early and all that stuff. I don't have seasonal affective disorder. My main issue is basically once it's dark, which is 4:30 now, I'm like, my day's done. I have nothing, I have no motivation. I can't do anything for the rest of the day. It is dark out. I should be in bed and there should be nothing left to do. Oh, sorry, I just hit my table. And that is obviously not the reality. 4:30 is still really, really early. And even with me, who is someone who goes to bed really early on nights that I have to work the next day, I still have a good 3 hours, which, 7:30 is still really early, but I still have a good 3 hours to get stuff done before I have to think about, getting ready for bed and doing my bedtime routine and all that stuff. So that's where it's been affecting me, and basically I am fundamentally a lazy girl. I don't think I've actually ever talked about this, but I am a fundamentally lazy person. That is not something I am proud of at all, and it's something that I try to change. But I was even talking about it with my mother yesterday, and ever since I was little, I've just been lazy. So, not at work, but just fundamentally. So basically I am off for today and tomorrow. With, being a nurse, I don't have a regular Monday through Friday schedule. So I am going to the gym today during the day, and then tomorrow during the day. And I'm hoping that, getting in, even though it's only 2 days, I'm hoping that that will make it easier to go on Wednesday when it's dark out. And then just getting into the routine of going to the gym, packing that gym bag that I need to keep in the back of my car. So that's part of my plan for the holidays. I won't get into the whole thing now because, my video is almost 30 minutes long, so I have to end it. And I have to go out and run some errands. And I am in search of the matte black Starbucks tumbler. I posted a picture on Facebook the other day that it was a meme, and it was like this one and the matte black one, and it said my two personalities. So I found the sparkly one, and now I just need to find the matte black one, and then life will basically be complete. So I'm going to be running a few errands, and then I'm going to be going to the gym. So wish me luck. It's really all about getting back into the habit and, pushing myself to go even when I don't feel like going, and just knowing that even if I only stay at the gym for half an hour, that's 30 minutes more than I would have gotten done. I always push for at least an hour, but anyway. Okay, so sorry for the long update. I hope you guys still found it interesting. And like I said, I'll leave the link to the diet bet below. And I am trying to be better about coming to you guys on a weekly basis. So until next time.